Hello, 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 people. I must say that it's so sweet and so exciting to be here again. Um, yes, this is about Stream Park, the biggest streaming event happening in the continent of Africa in the year 2022, and we are so excited at how far this event has come. Yesterday was day one, and then a number of things unfolded in the opening session that we mentioned while we were online yesterday for the overview. And then today was just the bomb, 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 bomb. Today was the big bang. And of course, so many things we have to show. You guys, if you're viewing from LinkedIn, from YouTube, from Facebook, thank you for joining us. We have a lot of things to share with you today. So please hang on. Please don't leave. Don't touch the dial. you know, like they say, we have a whole lot of things to share with you today. I have Shiamo with me. Shiamo, what's up?
Hello, Mr. Dibayo. I'm super
Yeah.
excited. And I'm not even feeling the tiredness. It's been a wonderful day. Like
Yeah.
one more thing. I wish we
Yeah.
can continue day two of Stream Park. Hey?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the spirit. That's the excitement. Right. Nice one. Well done, Shamo. Yeah, we've got Dan here. Dan in the studio. Dan, what's up?
Yeah, hello, good evening, all. It has just been good. Day two of the stream pack has just been awesome. It was mind blowing, and yo. It unfolded a lot of things, and I believe those who witnessed it, they have something to write back home.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Dan. Um, that was a big one. Okay, so we've also got Miss Kim in the studio, the STEM Queen of Africa. Where are you?
Hello, hello.
Yeah, Miss
Are we,
Kim.
are we allowed to switch on videos when we're in the kitchen? And we are
That's
live,
fine.
right?
That's fine. It's
Oh,
part of
sure, you can.
it's part of stream. It's part of stream. It's part of the stream experience.
It's that time that you want to make a cup of hot chocolate, you sit,
Hmm.
reflect on the day as you count your blessings. And my blessings counting starts with having you guys. You are the team that's making this possible. I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. Gives me hope and faith and confidence that we're going to place Africa where it should be.
Yeah.
That we're
Yeah.
going to lead with 21st century skills. We're going to be a role model. They
Hmm.
will come
Hmm.
from Europe, from Australia, from Japan, from every part of the world to benchmark with Africa, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not just the youngest continent. We have the most brilliant kids live in Africa.
Hmm. Hmm.
And we're
Absolutely.
showing the world that. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, Miss Kim. Thank you. Thank you for that vibe. Thank you so much. You're always amazing. Okay, so people, this is about Stream Park Day 2. Day 2 was so sweet. Okay, so quick one. We're gonna jump on the sequence of of events, how it unfolded. And I'm so excited. And the first thing we want to show you today, right? It's about the girls in STEAM conference, right? So it's about the girls in STEAM conference. We had some wonderful personalities who showed up today, right, to motivate and excite our girls. There's this thing happening globally, right? So talking about gender equality and having more of male, right, than female, in the leading in the space of innovation today. Recently the CEO of Apple came forward to say the same thing. Like he's not comfortable, right? And we're seeing that happen, seeing more guys. And if you look at the biggest business brands today globally, they are owned by males. So just like females are not. But then we have seen a difference. We have seen a tide. We have seen a difference. We have seen a whole lot of tide. We've seen many ladies coming up to say, no, 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 it will no longer be so. So today it was a great time. We have a number of amazing personalities that came up to cheer up and to motivate the girls to let them know that guys, girls, you can do great things, right? You're not limited. And I'm going to hand over to Dan to show us, a bit of that experience, how it went, how it unfolded, and then we'll talk about it in a moment. Dan, over to you.
that person is. Because the truth is, there's really nothing new under the sun. Maybe what you want to be already exists in France, or exists in Russia, or exists in Kenya, but it hasn't made its way to Botswana. So you just need to keep on investing in your craft, so that when you do find your opportunity meets your talent halfway, and you're ready for whatever comes. Awesome, thank you. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, so we are wrapping up our program. I'm going to ask if anybody has any last questions before these ladies go. Any questions? We're good? Okay, so I don't want y'all to harass them, but you can try to get 2 minutes of their time before they leave, I guess. Let's give them one last round of applause. Does anybody want to hear Cindy sing? And I'm bombarding you. She wasn't feeling well, so I just wanted to check if the voice is okay. She could try. Let's give her a round of applause. Some encouragement.
I'm trying to think of a popular song that I could sing and everyone can vibe with. It's true. Okay, any song suggestions?
Oh, love yourself. Justin Bieber. Love Justin Bieber. That song that was like, baby, who cares? But I know you care.
Okay, no, I think I found a perfect song that could fit. I recently covered this song. It's an I'm a piano song. I'm not so big on I'm a piano, but I know you guys might be. And it's Hila Inkizioyan.
Ozeko ukupa dihile. Ozeko ukupa dihile. Pola, pola desio. Pola, pola desio. Hila, hila, implicio ya. Hila, hila, implicio ya. Hila, hila, implicio ya. Hila, hila, implicio ya.
Alright, that's it for the Girls and Stream program. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you guys for the cooperation. You guys were amazing. We're very proud. I want to go home to the way. Ladies, thank you so much. You are free to stand up, mingle with the ladies if you have a few seconds. I know something all have
That's a great one. Yeah, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. No, Dan, one of the things I discovered lately, there's this magical thing that's happening with music in Africa. I don't know if you see that.
Yeah.
Our songs are being sung all over the world, right? We are winning Grammy awards and a whole lot of things. And really, the arts in the stream is a big deal for Africa. I mean, a big, big bang. What do you say to that?
Yeah, exactly. Just like you stated, it's it's actually a thumbs up for us. It's actually a thumbs up because looking at a lot of things that you know happens around the globe. One of the most important thing, music, they say, is a remedy for the soul.
Mm,
And amongst the speakers today, we had people who represented the sciences, engineering, and of course, the lady who was singing represented both science and as well the arts, of which
mm,
she was, you know, singing. And it's created that environment for the kids to know that yes, you can as well be in the sciences. And
yeah.
that's why it is STEAM education.
Mm,
you know
mm,
it's not limited. It's not
yeah.
only
Yeah.
limited to men, women as
Mm,
well.
yeah.
Women have the capacity, the ability to do as well, a
Yeah.
lot of things in the industry.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, Dan. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, so I might be an engineer, and then there's this part of me that wants to do music. I mean, I should do it. I shouldn't hold back. I should do it. All right. This is so great seeing that these girls are getting these vibes and this motivation, all right, to be all that they can ever. I'm so excited at the deliverance, right? I'm so excited at the deliverance that stream, that team, that STEM, is bringing into the education landscape. Because what we used to have is, these kids sitting in one place and then, they never get that opportunity, right? They never get that platform. And this is just so so sweet. So for our viewers, that was how we went with the girls in STEAM conference. Of course, you can see that the gap, right, is being bridged, right? The gap is bridged, right? Reality, right, is meeting potential, right? These young girls are potentials and they are meeting, um, um, personalities, ladies like themselves that they hope to be in the future. And when reality meets potential, right, there's a spark, right? So, and I have no doubt, in my spirit that already there's a spark in these kids. And after now we'll begin to see them do a lot of things, in the art space, in the science space, in the technology, right, and in every aspect of stream, as it were. Okay, so Chiamo is back and Miss Kim is back. Okay, so I know there were so many sides to the event, to the girls in STEAM conference. But Shiamu, is there something you like to pin out? Well, what was that thing that stood out for you in the girls in STEAM conference aspect? Or you were not, or you were very busy and didn't have time for the girls?
I think what really did stand out for me was not during the actual conference itself, but after the conference. Even during the conference, it was a conference specifically for the girl child, but we had their male counterparts there in the same room to actually support their ladies. It
Wow.
wasn't where we secluded the guys and say, no, you go away, you are talking to girls, because we are not trying to divide the genders. We are trying to make them aware that no, even if this happens, you can still be there. You can still get the
Mm,
support from your male counterparts. And the
mm,
boys were listening there attentively. They didn't make noise. That to me just showed them the respect, and that the gentlemen are actually ready and willing to accommodate the ladies into the steering space. It's up to the ladies to now take the initiative and actually step into the STEM space, because the industry is definitely waiting for them. And at
yeah.
DI, we are saying, come here. The space, the STEM space is waiting for you, ladies.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Shiamu, thank you for that. Yeah. So, Miss Kim, what do you think? What do you think about the girls in Sim conference? I know a lot of things happened, right? We're talking about different sides to the event, how colorful it was, and how it was a great time for the girls. Okay. Um, yes, Miss Kim. So, what was that aha moment for you in the girls in Sim conference? What was that special time, that you like to throw up?
Thank you, Sam. Yes, I would get back to what Mr. Badubi just said. It was quite amazing to see. When before we started, I was a little bit concerned on what are we gonna do with the boys when the girls are having this. But then obviously I was thinking, no, but when we talk about gender equality, there's so much support that we need from
Hmm.
our male counterparts. These are our sons, our brothers, and they need to be in the room. They need to support the girls. So first, I went to check if they could we could get another session for them somewhere else because I mean these are teenagers, so still I was thinking these boys will get bored and they might talk about things that will make them a little bit uncomfortable. So first I checked on the key topics and I went like, no, I think this is good to go. But then it was amazing to see the boys very supportive. Then the panel was quite amazing. They were brilliant. They were very smart in engaging the audience
Hmm.
and they made it just flow. It was super easy and nice. And it was also nice to see that the girl child is getting aware, you know,
Hmm.
that
Yeah.
that that aha moment that you see the girl child is going like, yes, this is where I belong, I count, I matter, and
Yeah.
I have a voice, I need to speak up. And I should not be intimidated that sciences or engineering or these technical courses are for boys.
Hmm.
So it was really nice to listen to the girls expressing themselves and see that they want to put themselves out there.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so Alex Muesa from LinkedIn, I see you. Thank you for joining and thank you for your comment. Yeah. And then I think Caroline Yanga from LinkedIn too. Love this. Yeah, Caroline. Yeah, that's so sweet. Thank you for connecting. Hey, Amos, I see you from LinkedIn. Amos, please come in the studio. All right, so yeah, that's amazing, and that's a great one. Yes, this gives us a lot of hope as a continent. We know that Africa is woke, and we know that the future of Africa is really going to be so bright because we have gotten it right. Okay, so we're going to move away from the Girls in STEM conference, and then we'll jump a little bit on the visit by His Excellency the President of Botswana. He was around today to grace the occasion, and for me, I don't know, but I do not think I have seen any similar event like this happen in Africa this year, right? I don't know if someone is, of course, I'm a Nigerian. Trust me, I'm still gonna say something about Nigeria. Trust me, I'm gonna do that. But I'll be very sincere and I'm very impartial this time around. I really have not seen, an event like this happen in Africa, where the president of the nation, right, would come around and then be a part of this kind of event. I have not seen such this year, in Africa. And it's so great that the president of Botswana himself was there to witness the event and also encourage the kids, listen to what the kids have to say. I can imagine how the kids are feeling right now, right? The fact that they had the opportunity to share their project, to share their innovations with the president of the nation. I know that the project manager of BTIC was around. To also grace the event and a whole number of highly respected personalities in the nation were in that event. And we need to talk about this one, right? So I saw some pictures and a number of things, right? But it would be great to see deeper things. What happened? How was the interaction like, right? Dan, I know you're standing by. How was the interaction like? What
Sure.
happened? Those moments, wonderful moments with the president. Would like to. It would be great for our audience to see it right now.
All right, sure. I believe, yeah, so the video will speak for itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite.
Do any of these robotic things. We are given problem solving opportunities. We are told about how it works, how to assemble it. Right now, as they are doing it problem solving, they don't know actually how to assemble the robot. But they are trying to make a lecture as the name goes, just listening imagination. You future just imagining yours.
Sorry, let's move. Let's move. Again, also, let's move, please. Yes.
We'd like to show you. It's a solar system. We can give you 1 minute. Let's show the person to
So this is our bill, and it has the songs are everything So I think these are services that we use and temperature outside the house and display them to us on the screen. Any client or any person who is in house can program it to do whatever you want or adjust any or all the parameters. So down here is our schematics design for the greenhouse and some of the block that I'm showing you guys and I'm searching for this just a picture that this is
Yeah, that was a great one.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure there were so many other moments. Of course, Mr. Badu, Chiamu, I got to know you also have your name as Badubi, Mr. Badubi.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Badubi. Yeah. So of course, so what did you notice? What were your observations? When the president himself was around and
Well,
interacting with
actually,
the
he was
kids.
the main man though.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. I see. Okay, so yeah, so Mr. Badubi, what were your observations? How did you feel like?
DI is still going to change more lives of the youth in Botswana. DI is
Yeah,
going to change the lives of youth in Africa,
yeah.
because when the president walked in together with the chairperson of African Bank, you could see the atmosphere was lightened up. A smile came to
Mm,
his face. And the DI students actually did a wonderful job. I was um actually appreciate and acknowledge the effort that done by Maitumelo Maifala, the DI club president at GSS at Khaburi Senior Secondary School, and Tapiwa for the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful presentation they did with the president today. You know,
mm,
I just looked at those students and went like, we have done a wonderful job. We have
yeah.
trained students who possess the world's best soft skills. It's not an everyday task where you come and present to the president and to our sister organization, Discovery Club. Their students did an exceptional job in actually
Mm,
explaining the prototype greenhouse. So it was enlightening. Seeing the questions that the president was asking, interacting with the students, it was a marvel. It brought so much potential to what we do in schools. And we
mm,
had also industry leaders coming in, asking a few questions, interacting with the students, wanting to know more about the organization. So the president walking into our section of the Global Expo, it really brought life to the expo, really brought life to Stream Park, and it was a
yeah.
wonderful activity, a wonderful way for the president to walk in and seeing students happy there, smiling, marimba playing, just bringing that serene environment. It's building robots. It was wonderful. It's worth writing. It's worth writing about. I can stay here and talk about it. It was really wonderful.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you, Badubi. That was a great one. Yeah, so Miss Kim, I do know we have seen an emergence globally, of young people, of teenagers suddenly breaking into entrepreneurship, and we now see teenagers starting up companies, fundraising and doing all of that. I do know that a number of persons, promised, right, to sponsor a number of things, a number of projects, and all of that. Miss Kim, would you like to provide more insight into that?
Thank you, sir. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Today was an amazing day, to say the least. I felt like our job is done. Our job was done. I agree. We still have a long way to go. But to see those under 18 present and get the attention of global leaders who were so amazed with their innovation and offer to fund their projects. I mean, really, what more could we ask for? What more? Those, especially the Discovery Club group, they went home with a lot of business cards saying, "We are very busy this week,
Wow.
meetings." And these are Form 4 students. We have meetings with businessmen who want to mentor
Mm,
us, who want to fund our project. I mean, and I could only resonate with those children have truly put in the effort.
mm,
I see them come, they come to our Discovery Club Center every Saturday, whether it's raining or it's very hot. Today, a team came 6 in the morning. Sunday, they came. Saturday, they were there to polish up their projects. And
mm,
when you look at what they're doing, it's mind blowing. It's mind
mm.
blowing. They've come up with a concept of a solar system that is so they're using solar to grow plants in a greenhouse, and they have the prototype clearly showcasing that they've already experimented and grown plants.
Wow. Mm,
And when you think about food security in Africa, and now we have our children thinking about it and wanting to play a part in that,
mm.
something to be proud of.
Yeah.
It's something to look at our youth and say, "There's hope."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Miss Kim. This is golden. This is huge. Again, this is hope, like you said, and we are so convinced, right, that the more and the more of this we have across the whole continent, the more our continent is brightened up for a new glory. Right. This is so exciting. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, from LinkedIn, Brigade. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce your name well. Please pardon me. Right. Yeah. Great to be here. Exactly. We are glad to have you in the show. Thank you for joining this session. Cool. So that was that about the president's visit today. And of course, we had a number of global leaders who were around, a lot of leaders in the States that were around to really, motivate the kids and let them know that this is not just for a time. This is not just over. This is not over. It's going to continue. We'll provide mentorship, we'll provide sponsorship, and then the sky will not be your limit. But of course, we've gone beyond the sky. We're now in the space era, right? Richard Branson, the other guys have broken the sky. So we no longer say the sky is your limit anymore. Now we have to say the moon is your limit, So nothing is stopping us in Africa. We'll keep going higher and higher. That's so sweet. Okay, so we're going to jump in another thing that happened in today's show, and that was the instant challenges, right? So this time around, kids, were faced with a number of instant challenges, and then they needed to work together and provide solutions, real time solutions. Dan, I'm going to hand over this one to you. Can you say a bit about the instant challenges? And then throw up some videos about how it went.
All right, yes. So basically, with the instant challenges, of course, this has been the backbone of you know what we do in DI. This has been one of the elements that we present not
Mm,
only to the students but to the teachers as well, because this is the stepping stone to creating more mind-blowing situations. The instant challenges, it helps us with a lot of skills. When you involve in the instant challenges, it exposes you to lots of other opportunities, lots of other innovation
yeah.
driven education aspects. So basically the instant challenge is just a way of testing the capacity of the wide range of knowledge that the students have. So basically
Mm,
for today, um, Tepo was Tepo was there to spearhead the instant challenge. So they started off with the 30 seconds, of which the students would see a word, and you don't have to say the word. Of course, one of the things that we have learned at DI, and one of the attributes that we say even to students out there, is the aspect of teamwork. We believe in
Mm,
teamwork. When
mm,
you work together in a team, then you can achieve more. So the students were divided
mm,
into groups of 5 or 6, yeah. And so one of them would look at the word, and then you have to describe the word with an action instead of saying the word. So
mm,
after describing the word with that action, your team members would be able to tell what the word is. And so it was so fascinating, it was so exciting. And I was because most of the actions, I could just see them, I couldn't even tell, but amongst themselves, they can tell what it was. And so then we come to know that yes, um a lot is happening in the minds and in the lives of our young and creative innovators.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you for that, Dan. Yeah, that's a big one. I mean, um, in the industrial landscape, in the workplace settings, we face a number of challenges daily that we'll not even plan for, right? And then right there, you are expected as a part of a team, to provide instant solutions. Yeah, thank you, Brigade, from LinkedIn. I see you. She says, "Wow, congratulations to all the students who participated and all their mentors too." Yeah, thank you for the wonderful comment. Yeah, and then we just have to provide instant solutions right there. Like we are right here on the screen. We all work in various places, work with various teams, and sometimes you don't know what's gonna happen. It's a word of agility, right? So you really cannot tell what's gonna be the challenge today, right? And many things, and then you just have to provide instant solutions, and then creating the atmosphere for these kids to build such kind of capacity is golden, is a big one. Yeah, and just like Brigade said, congratulations to the kids. This is a huge experience, and this is very golden, and really we cannot wait to see the things that these kids bring forth in the nearest future, to the advantage of the society, the community, and the continent Africa at large. That was so exciting. Okay, so Dan, if you're able to throw some pictures from that would be cool. But then we're just gonna move on to the debate session. I know that there was a debate session, all right. So let me jump on Shiamo a bit. Shiamo, sorry, Badubi. I'll start calling you Badubi. And I prefer Badubi. Yeah. So Badubi, tell me, the debate session, how did it go? What was the conversion like? What was the focus?
Being a debater myself, what a debate. What a debate. That's all I can say. So yeah, we had four schools competing in the senior category for the debates today. We had St. Joseph's College, we had Liduman Senior Secondary School, we had Mokhoditane Senior Secondary School, and we had Gaborone Senior Secondary School. So the debate categories, we had a very heated first round with Lidumang versus St. Joseph's College, where St. Joseph's came out victorious, winning the first round. Then we had GSS and Mokhoditane for the second round, meaning that then Gaborone Senior Secondary won Mokhoditane, making it to the final round. We had a
Mm.
very heated final round, of which the results are still held, and I'm not going to be saying them here again today because we are going to be announcing them tomorrow. So we already know our
Okay.
winner locally. We know which school has won, but we are just keeping the results as we are going to create them. We want to create that hype so that the students also,
Mm.
there's that excitement, there's that thrill within the students. So they'll be awarded the results tomorrow. Then the
Okay.
event was also streamed in our social media platforms. So if you actually visit our Facebook page, our LinkedIn page, you actually see that we are live for those particular debates, and it was a heated debate. The motions talked about human cloning. The motions went on to talk about cryptocurrencies. The motion talked about
Hmm.
humanity subject versus STEM subjects. The motions
Hmm.
were really in depth with what's happening in the everyday world. In the STEM world,
Yeah.
it was, and the students outdid themselves. I like to appreciate the teachers who put in time to actually make sure the teams were ready. I like to thank Matenge Law Firm for actually being there to adjudicate there, and thank Debaters Without Borders who actually brought in their adjudicators to come and help in the adjudication process. So it was a wonderful experience.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Awesome, awesome. Having young people who can challenge knowledge is powerful. It's powerful. Not just young people who just receive, who are just consumers of knowledge. Whatever we're told, we keep it. But seeing young people challenging knowledge and creating a pathway for a difference and leading to innovation is a big, big, big deal. I can imagine, what the experience looked like for the kids, and that alone was an experience that would build their self-esteem, right? Putting them in that place where they can always look at something and then challenge it anywhere, anytime. And that was a great one. All right. Okay, Miss Kim, I know you're still around, and I know you have something to say, about both the instant challenges and the debate session. I think I shall hand over to you now.
Thank you, sir. And my apologies. I can't get. We seem to be having some disease that happens in South Africa seems to be coming to Botswana that we call ESCOM. So
Okay.
we so we have no light. So allow me to be in
Oh,
the
I
dark.
see. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
So yes, you see, part of what we train our learners, we focus so much on soft skills besides training them
Hmm.
on their hard skills, their technical skills, because the world as it is, we have millions of people that go through school that are still not employable.
Hmm.
And reason we get back to we're spending a lot of money within education as a continent, and when you look at the output versus the input, it's not making sense. So
Hmm.
when you look at that, and research has been done and has proved that a lot of employers are struggling with soft skills within their staff.
Hmm.
So these activities help that rapid ideation, that moment that there's a problem and you need to come up with a solution. We live in a semi-desert. Sometimes
Yeah.
we can go for months without rain in Botswana. So when
Hmm.
it rains, we all celebrate. We actually go out and dance. So this morning we woke up with a heavy downpour, which is very unusual. It's been raining, but a little bit at night. And it's constant. When you look at the students would go like, I can't run in the rain, and some of the service providers, obviously they had challenge with that. There were delays, we didn't get our mics, we didn't get our systems in place, but they carried on,
Hmm.
and that takes you back to, it is very, very important for people to learn how to solve problems. You don't
Hmm.
just sit back and say, I don't have this and that, I can't do. No, that is how we create innovators. That's how we get a better world. I'm extremely excited today and very, very proud of the work that my colleagues have put in. It's not easy. Mr. Badubi takes a lot to make sure that you have empowered and making the kids excited and not panic about having people from all walks of life. Global Expo is a
Hmm.
very diverse event. So we had some very, very senior thought leaders in the world. Some came from Geneva, some flew in from
Hmm.
Australia, there were others, there was quite a big team from Dubai. People like, I mean, literally people that we are worlds apart. And
Hmm.
the students stood there and did their job. Under the supervision of our entire team, I could only say I am so grateful to work with you. So Mr. Badubi rose up to the occasion, led the entourage, and he didn't go like, "This is my opportunity to shine." No, he passed on the baton to the rest. I mean, he was quick and easy to share. Like, no, I don't need to explain this. We have these students that have been doing this. It's your time
Mm,
to explain. And then
mm,
obviously we have Daniel, who was able to pave in and wear the cap of a journalist and just fight in with the senior security team that was there and go like, no, 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 Mr. President, you need to be here. There's a team waiting to speak to you, and you take photos. That was quite awesome.
yeah.
Then obviously Tepo has really put on a show today. Very brilliant show with the stream, the girls stream session, and the entire day to keep the kids entertained. Together with Knowledge, Mighty, Shailene, everybody, teachers and parents who dropped the kids within the rain. And
Mm,
obviously the children that were patient enough, obedient, and just showing up with the energy as they should. So yes, it was a great day indeed. And we continue with that spirit. We're gonna change the narrative. We will change the narrative from Botswana to the world. Thank you.
yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We have a question here, and I think I'm going to throw that question to Miss Kim. That's from Big Eyed. She says, "What do you feel are the most essential elements of your model? Do you think it could work elsewhere on the continent, even in communities that don't have the same equipment or resources?" So, Miss Kim, what do you think?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the question, McCarthy. A very, very good question. A question I love to answer. One of the things we've done, and it's nice that we speak about this from experience, we like to bust the myth. The myth, one of the biggest myths we have in STEAM education is STEAM is expensive. STEAM is for urban children. STEAM can only be done when you have the infrastructure. You need to have electricity, you need to have laptops, you need to have Wi Fi, you need to have iPads. And we are here to say, no, it can be done with limited resources. We've done it in marginalized, our focus is actually marginalized communities, and we've done it in the villages, we've done it in the slums, and that's why we proudly say it can be done. We emphasize so much on the use of recycled materials.
Mm,
Every household, literally, there's something you use and you just put in the bin. It
yeah.
could be, yeah, it could be a box of cereals. It could be, which actually cereals are not very common in Africa, especially in the villages. It could be a box of washing powder. It could be literally anything. It could be a can. It's for fertilizer, things that we use in the rural areas, in the farms. And all those are great assets in our program. We use them to train children. We try make do with very, very limited resources. Quite often we actually on a shoestring budget. We've put on a show that the world would look at and go like, what? So where are you guys getting money from? But I mean, we all know we've just learned to be extremely innovative. Innovative, creative, we've learned to do with very little. We've learned that the biggest challenge we have in Africa, it's not money. It's actually so much to do with delegating thinking.
Yeah.
If we stop delegating thinking and take the ownership and be thought leaders and take and look at our problems as opportunities, we're gonna thrive.
Mm.
So I'm happy to have more discussion to elaborate on this, or maybe we could look into in the near future where we can have a live session discussing how we've managed to run STEAM education projects for quite a number of years from marginalized communities to the cities. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Miss Kim, for that. Yeah, it's been a great day, and we just can go on and on and on to talk about today's event, and the fact that we have now seen a shift, right? A shift right now. Um, yeah, cool, 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 cool. Yeah, I see Mr. Amos in the studio, right? So we now see that these are just no longer students We're seeing them from the human capital perspective. These are human capital. These are great resources. These are great talents, and then they have finally found the platform to release their potentials, and they will keep having that platform with destination imagination. All right. The biggest part of today's conversation is the fact that this is going to move now to the educators. Right. I'm so excited that very soon we're going to move into the educators. But then before we move into that, before I talk about the educators and all of that, I would like to hear from Amos. Amos, how are you doing today?
Yes, I'm doing fine. How are you guys? I can see you guys are looking very handsome and beautiful. The event went very well.
Yeah, absolutely, Amos. Thank you. Thank you.
So,
Yeah,
how is Botswana? You guys are doing quite amazing work. Today, I was able to follow everything online, and I can't wait to be one day there to witness such kind of event.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, Amos. We are both in the same shoes, right? You in Kenya, I'm in Nigeria.
Yes,
I'm quite sure that the next Stream Park 2023, we are both going to be there live. We are both going to be there.
absolutely.
Yeah, cheers, brother. Cheers, brother. We're both going to be there, right? We're both going to
Yeah,
be there.
cheers. But I also want to say cheers to the team in Gaborone who has done quite commendable work today.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
this is a
absolutely.
demonstration that STEM is taking another level in terms of education, and this is the way to go because
Mm,
this is the future of education.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I like it. I like it when you say this is the future of education. Absolutely. Right. I couldn't agree. This is the future of education. Very soon in Africa, this is going to be happening everywhere and nothing can stop it. Right. Again, I'm excited that this event is moving from the learners, right, to the educators, right, because these are the people that will be responsible for designing these learning experiences. These are the people, like for example, I do in Nigeria um, we have more than 200,000 schools, right? Right in Nigeria. I really cannot tell about Botswana, about South Africa, about what I'm just trying to say is the fact that we have myriads of schools everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. So the drivers of this reality, the drivers of this shift, of this new Africa, of this new Africa campaign, of this new education, for Africa are the educators. They are the learning designers. And so Stream Park will not be complete without bringing them together. Stream Park will not be complete without educating these people about this new normal, that education has become, and getting them set, right, to produce and create this same experience in their various, schools. I'm going to open, we're going to talk a bit about the educator symposium, and what the educator should look forward to, because I am sure it's going to be so mind blowing, so mind blowing. So Daniel, and then I'm going to move to Miss Kim. So Dan, what do you have to say about the educator symposium? We're trying to get our people ready for that. I guess I missed Daniel. Dan, can you hear me? Okay, so
Hello. Yes.
okay, cool. You got my question?
Come again.
Yeah, so we're talking about the educator symposium, mentioning that, while we have seen what has happened with the learners, we know that for this reality to spread across Africa, the educators are the drivers. They are the one creating the learning experience. They are the one stepping aside, creating the atmosphere, for learners to begin to bloom, thrive, and shine, across the schools in Africa and everywhere, right? And then, I said Stream Park will not be complete without, bringing these people together, and then showing them what this looks like, showing them the new normal in education, and what it takes to practically produce this in their various quarters. So Dan, can you tell us a bit about what the educators should expect for the symposium, and why they shouldn't miss it?
Yeah, so basically already I could, cause even since the first day, that was yesterday, I could see the excitement, because imagine the educators, they were there to see how best they can accompany the students, and as well, they they have been so energetic during
Mm,
this stream park event, and I'm sure they, as it is now, they are so impatient. They can't wait for their own time to come, because they have seen, what benefit the students, have encountered
mm,
for the last 2 days. And
mm,
so probably, I'm sure, a lot is in store for them. So um
mm,
when we talk about the educators, because basically when we talk about education, these are the people in the forefront. These
yeah,
are the people, who shine the light, as in, they have what it takes, to ensure that a nation is being developed. And how
yeah,
does that development come? When they themselves are being empowered. Because if we keep on saying, oh, when you educate a child, you educate a nation. Now let's talk about the educators themselves. You
yeah,
don't just to educate a child without empowering the educators. And so I believe this symposium is a wake-up call to educators, to number one, help them know their place in the society, and as well to empower them, to enable them with the skills that we have been talking about, with the
mm,
skills that we have been passing on to the students. They themselves, they need to be empowered. They themselves, they need to receive that mantle to pass on to the students. And so I believe they can't wait. As it is, they cannot wait for their time to come. So this is a message for all educators out there. It's not too late. You can still be a part of the symposium, um, and I believe it's going to be a wonderful time.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So much for educators. Miss Kim, what would you like to tell our educators? I know they're watching from Facebook, from YouTube, from LinkedIn. What would you like to say to the educators concerning their symposium?
Thank you, Mr. Adibayo. It's once again just echoing in the words of Daniel to very much encourage them. I know their job is not easy, but
Yeah, yeah.
again, we can't win. Oh, I thought it's part of the session. The speaker is playing some nice music.
Yeah, then.
So yes, so we ain't going anywhere if we don't have educators as part of our project.
Hmm,
Change, to drive change, to reinforce, to see a difference in our education system, to make an
hmm,
overhaul, to reimagine education, to get our children on up to speed with 21st century skills. We need to start
hmm,
with education. So it's a project that we've been working on and hoping we're going to make it bigger and better. And we want to start with every time we have a session or activities with children, there should be sessions for educators. And what we're looking at for our educators, and I'm very happy to see the lady working there is one of our very, very supportive school heads of Gaborone Senior School. That's the school we call GSS Senior,
hmm,
Machabangu. So we're looking at having teachers, schools inspectors, Ministry of Education directors. It's literally education and all ambassadors of goodwill who are enthusiastic about education, who wants to be change agents. They're all invited. Back to, it takes an entire village to raise a child. So it's a
yeah,
call for action, everybody, and much more as well. We need parents to be part of it. So
yeah,
yes, I know
parents.
we have limited slots. We have requested schools to strictly send not more than 20 teachers. Actually, we would be happy with 10, but when we see the energy from a lot of schools, we're like, okay, the hall is big, we can push to 20.
Mm.
So we're looking at, yeah, each school maximum 20. We might have a capacity of about 300 teachers, 300 educators. I should call them educators, because we also want the general public to be included. So it's going to be a fun day, a day full of great opportunities for them to learn, and also to encourage them to look for opportunities within the education space, to
Yeah.
start thinking of entrepreneurs, to start
Yeah.
working on. There's so much, and education
Mm.
space needs educators. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Miss Kim. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for pointing all of that out. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so yes, of course, educators, you just heard that. Do not miss the session. Please do well to follow us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube, follow us on LinkedIn. We're actively on those channels. We are bringing updates on the whole of the events. You would be able to see everything that's happened today, right? There are a number of clips available right there. They're on Facebook and also on LinkedIn. And then feel free to reach out. If you're an educator, if you still want to be a part of the event, why not? You can sign up. We have, all of the information you need right on our various, social media platforms. And we cannot wait to receive you in the Educator Symposium. We cannot wait to receive you. We look forward to meeting you and having a nice time with you. Okay, so this is what we'll call it a day for today. And then tomorrow again we're going to be bringing you a number of updates, right, on the Stream Park 2022, the first of its kind happening in Africa. Feel free, if you join the conversation list, you can watch the replay live on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and we look forward to connecting with you and hearing from you again and again and again. And until our next meeting, we're saying bye for now. Bye, guys. Bye, everyone. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Miss Kim.